Not only that, but we see the lie of the contemporary. The lie of the contemporary. It kills your walk because it's sinful. We're living in Laodicea. We understand all this. Laodicea, last days, things are not going to get better. Things are only going to get worse. Wicked men and deceivers shall what? Wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. We're on the down and down, not on the up and up, okay? Everybody understands that. But we've got now independent, fundamental, temperamental, right-wing, chicken-eating, King James, Bible-believing, Ruckmanite, whatever adjective you want to put before it, Baptist people that are feeding right into the contemporary movement.
Come on.
You're feeding right into it. You got it in your cars. Listen. People say, preacher, you believe in Christian rock? No, I don't believe in it. No such creature exists. What is Christian rock? You drinking you a Christian beer? Everybody okay? Gonna go out and snort your line of Christian cocaine? That's so extreme, preacher. How can you compare? Now, wait a second. I remember the kind of music that me and my family used to listen to before my mama and daddy I was 4 years old, my mom and daddy got saved. My daddy was a drunk. They used to listen to all sorts of filth, and I used to sing along right with it. I remember the day that my daddy got in the car, turned that stuff off and switched it over to the local Southern Gospel, and now it's gone to hell just as much as the other stuff anymore. He turned it over to the local gospel station, and I looked up at my daddy and said, "What's this?" He said, "This is what we're listening to now." Now, you can like it or lump it, bump it or jump it, but the same filth I remember listening to when my parents were lost as a 4-year-old boy, I'm hearing the exact same beat, the exact same tempo, the exact same all that kind of crazy junk in the Christian music. But the lyrics are so good. You can't even understand half the lyrics. Don't give me that junk, man. These 7-Eleven songs. What are you talking? It's 7 words 11 times. Everybody okay? Now they're bringing in the big screens, and they've got the purple lights and the smoke screens, and the pastor's coming in in ripped blue jeans and a graphic T-shirt, sitting on a stool, drinking a cup of coffee, reading out of his, Reader's Digest version, and talking about loving and caring and sharing and all that kind of junk. It's contemporary. It's out of hell, and the devil's having a heyday in places that are supposed to be churches. Some of you fed right into it. Well, we're not supposed to judge anybody. Love the sinner, hate the sin. It's contemporary. Some of you got them in your car. You're listening to them. You listen to that. What's Hillsong down there from Australia, teaching all this blasphemy and heresy. And now, am I okay, Brother Reese? And now we've got independent Baptists that are taking the same garbage and junk, just slowing it down a little bit, putting it behind piano music, and saying, "Boy, isn't this wonderful?" God help us that we've got Baptists that are taking these songs from lost people teaching heresy that, I think they just got a good message behind them. And what our young people are doing, everybody okay tonight? What our young people are doing is they're finding, that's a good song, let me Google it on YouTube. And all of a sudden, here's some kind of heretical garbage, contemporary rock and roll junk coming up on YouTube. And they say, "Well, we heard it sung at youth camp. I guess it's okay to listen to the rest of what they got."
That's good. Yeah, brother.
And if you don't think that's not happening, your head's in the sand.
Amen. That's good. Amen.
How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. 7-Eleven songs.
Come on, preacher.
How in the world are you going to compare that to God be the glory, great things He hath done. So loved He the world that He gave us His Son, who yielded his life an atonement for sin, and opened the life gate that all may go in. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear his voice. Praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give him the glory. Great things he hath done. Why you reckon they ain't sing those kind of songs in churches, preacher? Well, because they may have too much doctrine in the first verse and chorus for some of those folks.
Yeah, brother. Amen.
Contemporary.
Yeah.
Everybody okay tonight? All right, we'll move along.